Hey guys, welcome to Regular Clothes Reviews. For today's review, I want to talk about one of my favorite sneakers. That would be the Vans Sk8 Hi. As you can see, I have 4 pairs of those in front of me right now. 3 of them are regular men's skate highs, and this is a pair of Skate Hi Slims. Technically, I believe they're for women, but they look almost exactly like other skate highs, except they're slimmer, which looks better in some cases, and nobody will ever know that they're women's shoes if you don't tell them. So, yeah. Anyway, these are normal men's skate highs, and this is a special pair. They're like outdoor mountain looking style. They're a little bit different than normal Vans, but I'll get into that in a second. So skate highs are normally somewhere between like 55 and 80-ish dollars depending. They can go higher than that if they're special styles, like special collaborations or whatever. I mean, those go up into the hundreds, but I don't have any of those. Although I did try to buy some once from Ubik, but that fell through because their site sucks. Anyway, so one of my favorite things about Vans is that they have these really interesting colorways, and you normally don't see something and anything other than like maybe a plain 1 or 2 color high top in like Converses or PF Flyers. Vans, although on the other hand, has like these interesting styles where they have 2 tones on some shoes and 3 tones on others. Like this one has charcoal canvas, light gray suede, and then it has this leather red stripe, right? So it's not only a contrast in color here, they all contrast each other, it's also a contrast in texture. The texture of this and this and this all contrast each other, which is really interesting in my opinion. And it's the same with all of these Vans actually. The stripe here is suede and it contrasts the leather on the rest of the shoe. The stripe here is leather and it contrasts the suede on the rest of the shoe, and it also has this really interesting Scotch Guard like lumberjack kind of plaid on the top, which is really cool. And these are actually the plainest Vans skate highs I have. I bought them because I just wanted a plain pair that I could wear with lighter colored pants. And these, even though they're plain, they still have the suede black here, a canvas black here, and then a white leather stripe. So even though they're that plain, they still contrast in texture, which is, I mean, that's cool. So, like I said, these are like an outdoor pair, some kind of special outdoor pair of Vans that are modeled after like boots, I guess. They have the sole sticks out a little bit farther at the bottom. You can kind of see that they don't just stop at the bottom of the white outsole. They also have triple stitching here, triple stitching on the little leather part here. They have boot lace-up eyelets right here instead of the normal eyelets, and they also have this little leather tab that makes it easier to pull them off. I actually wish more Vans had this. It's really helpful, or more high tops in general had that. But yeah. Oh, and they also have round laces. These Vans have these cool thick laces that are super bright white and contrast again very well against the rest of the shoe. And these have thin laces, as do these, but interestingly, these are like an off-white right here, and these are bright white. So Vans really puts a lot of attention into those details, which is just so cool to me. For such an inexpensive shoe that's also very comfortable, you really can't do too much better, because again, these are $55 to $80. You can get them cheaper on sale, of course, and they run normal in sizing. I wear a 10 and almost everything. 10 in Vans Sk8 Hi's, Arrows, Authentics, 10 in Converse Jack Purcells, 10 in PF Flyers, 10 in Allen Edmonds, 10 in Nike Blazers, 10 in Nike Kill Shots, 10 in basically everything. So these are included in that. So normal sizing, if you are buying these online, pick whatever your normal size is in other shoes, as long as you have a typical size. If you always buy one type of shoe, you probably should go try them on the store, of course. That should go without saying. Besides these, the rest of these have Vans trademark waffle pattern on the bottom. None of these do as well have the waffle mark, the waffle pattern, but these kind of stick out a little bit, like I showed you, which is really cool, right? I mean, again, it's part of that detail that Vans have. There's not a lot. I can't really think of any other shoes that have one type of tread mark across the entire line. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough to the bottom of a shoe, but it's still pretty cool, right? I mean, that you can see a tread mark on the sidewalk, like a footprint from somebody walking in a puddle or maybe walking through the mud or through some snow, and you can always see, oh, those are Vans. It's just kind of a cool detail, right? Which is something that's interesting in lower price sneakers and clothing in general. It's nice to see somebody paying attention to details. So quality of Vans are pretty typical of the price, right? So $60 shoes, they're not going to last forever, but they're pretty good. I've had these for probably a couple years now. I wear these probably about once a week, and they're doing pretty good, probably better than my Eras or my Authentics do. Actually, the sides here are just barely coming off of the canvas, which happens to all Vans or basically all shoes that have this kind of sidewall and that don't sew it on. Get used to it. If you have these kind of shoes, it's going to happen. The only thing I would say about Vans Sk8 Hi's and Vans in general, if you're buying them in leather like these and you have narrower feet, they tend to bunch up in the toe box here, which kind of looks ugly. I tried lacing them differently and it just didn't work. So if you buy these in leather, just be warned that that could happen. And other than that, the canvas ones, they clearly don't do that, and they actually look pretty nice after all this time. Same with these still look nice. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about these. I would rate these pretty highly. I don't want to really give a blank out of blank review, like 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 or whatever. That it's just hard to be that precise about something like this. I think you can tell from the way that I speak about these shoes that I would highly recommend them if you're in the market for a high top sneaker. They look great with jeans or other types of pants. They're casual, so keep that in mind depending on what your occasion is. And at the price, it's just so difficult to find something that's that unique and pays such a close attention to detail, that's comfortable and that doesn't break the bank, right? So this is a good choice for that. Yeah, so that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. I usually leave links to my Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that on here. I'm not going to do that. I'd really just appreciate it if you liked this video below, click the thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. So thanks for watching. See you.